My name is Emily. I'm 20 years old. I have been dating my boyfriend, whom I'll call Michael, for about a year and a half. Until recently, I trusted him completely, though looking back, maybe I was a bit naive. My trust started to fade a few months ago when an ex of his, named Anna, found me on Instagram and sent me the dreaded, "Hey girly" message. I knew about Anna because Michael and his mom had both told me stories about their serious relationship in college. Michael said they broke up because they wanted different things. She wanted to settle down, but he wasn't ready for that. I believed him. But Anna later revealed that after 4 years together and talks about marriage, she found out he had been cheating on her for almost the entire time without remorse. About a year before, they rekindled their relationship, and Anna thought he had changed. They were planning to meet and maybe get back together, but he suddenly ghosted her. She found my account through his and pieced together that I was the reason he stopped talking to her. She showed me screenshots with timestamps that matched exactly when Michael and I started talking. He was communicating with both of us and another girl at the same time until he asked me to make our relationship official. I thanked Anna and confronted Michael immediately. He admitted everything, but I think only because I had the proof right in front of us. He said he was single at the time and felt he had the right to talk to other women. When I told him I had said early on I wasn't seeing anyone else and he could have been honest or stopped talking to others if he wanted something serious with me, he got defensive. He accused me of making it a bigger deal and treating him like a cheater. Now, I realize it was telling that he brought up cheating first. Though he never technically cheated on me, it felt disrespectful and hurtful that he never told me about it. This made me notice many red flags, and eventually, all I could see in him were those flaws. I still love him, no matter how foolish it sounds. Even as I tell you this, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I need other opinions because I feel like I'm losing my mind. My sister, Jessica, is 25. She had a nasty breakup 3 months ago and moved back home with my parents to recover. Instead of hiring movers, she asked my brother to help with the truck. I invited Michael to help too, even though he'd never met Jessica before. As soon as they started talking, I felt like a third wheel. They had more in common, being closer in age. I ignored the feeling at first and tried to convince myself I was glad they got along. But the way Michael looked at her when we left that night and the way Jessica said goodbye, like there was something more, made me jealous. Less than a week later, things got stranger. Michael said during a date night how mature Jessica was, which didn't make sense because she's actually quite immature. I knew it was a dig because I told him before I wished I were more mature, especially compared to the age gap between us. It ruined my mood. I tried to end the night early, but Michael followed me around his apartment, yelling that I was insecure and didn't trust him. I admitted I hadn't trusted him for a while. He asked what the point of our relationship was if I couldn't trust him. After some back and forth, I left his apartment to sleep at my parents' because it was late. I broke down to my mom and told her everything, except about Jessica, because I knew she was listening. My mom thought I was just being paranoid because of his past. For a while, everything was okay. When I returned to Michael's place, he apologized for yelling and said he hated seeing me leave. He even asked me to move in with him. I was considering it, tired of feeling crazy. But about a month and a half later, at almost 4 a.m., I caught Michael whispering on the phone with Jessica. I was already suspicious and angry and asked him about it. Instead of hiding, he admitted they'd been talking for weeks and growing close. He said he didn't tell me because he knew how I'd react and feared I would think the worst. That felt so hurtful. I locked myself in the bedroom and ignored him and Jessica, who flooded my phone with messages. As soon as I could, I left his apartment with as much of my stuff as I could carry. I vented to my mom again, only to find out she had given Jessica Michael's number the night I stayed at their house, supposedly to get to know him better. My mom keeps saying she was just trying to be a good sister and looking out for me by making sure he was good enough. But the timing seems too strange. Jessica has always been my parents' favorite, especially my mom's. She was spoiled and rarely heard the word no. Even though Jessica is rude, my mom sees her as her baby. My mom believes Jessica is going through a hard time and needs a good friend like Michael to take care of her. But that just makes me angrier. Why should my boyfriend be responsible for her problems? She's an adult who could get therapy. Last week, my brother told me that Michael and Jessica have been meeting at bars regularly for weeks, even after our fight about the late-night calls. Jessica calls these friend dates and asks my brother not to tell me, but he did anyway. I finally broke. There's no excuse for Michael to be meeting my sister behind my back. I confronted them both in my apartment. Their faces when they saw each other made my stomach turn. I didn't mention knowing about their dates because I wanted to see if they would lie, and they did. They said they barely interacted outside the phone and that their meetings weren't planned, just accidents. I said, "So you ended up at the same bar multiple weekends in a row for friend dates by accident?" Using her own words, I saw Jessica's face. They insisted nothing happened during those dates, but I feel in my gut they are lying. Michael said they were just hanging out as friends, but once they lied about that, I knew it was more than friendly. I have no hard proof of anything physical, but even if nothing happened, they're emotionally cheating on me. They made me feel crazy and paranoid, while Michael asked me to move in with him. I haven't spoken to either of them, or my mom since. I can't listen to my mom's voicemails, they're likely defending them. I don't know what to do. I haven't officially broken up with Michael, and I don't know how. I feel scared of what else he might do to keep me around. My brother offered to talk to him for me, but I'm not sure if that's mature. Am I jumping to conclusions like my mom thinks? Or is Michael emotionally cheating on me with my own sister?